But I'm not good enough. What if my pictures or videos get rejected? This is the number one excuse, cop-out, that I hear from individuals when I suggest that they get into stock photography or videography, when I realize that they have real talent behind the camera. But guess what? You talk to any successful stock photographer or videographer and they will tell you that they've had great images, great assets and videos decline, whether it be for noise, copyright, whatever it might be. I recently went through the same thing, and today I'm going to tell you what happened to me for my story, how I overcome it, and got that picture back online. Let's get into it. All great stories start with a no joke, there I was. And that was just the case. This was about a year ago. And myself and some friends head down to Louisville for a bachelor party, a good time. This included us doing some bourbon tastings. And at the end of the tour, if you're 21, you get to do a tasting. And they take you to these immaculately appointed rooms that are just lined with nice wood, nice fixtures, bright lights, all the ambiance. And it was when they were coming around and starting to pour them into snifters that it hit me that this would be a great photo. So as they come through, I snap it, beautiful bokeh, everything's blurred out in the background, some reflection on the glass, looks great. Fast forward, get into some stock photography, I upload it, start thinking about, oh, this is gonna be a good image. And sure enough, I get that rejection notice. And it about destroyed me. It did. I'm like, oh, why? This is beautiful. I don't get it. And they said it was for copyright infringement. So instead of writing a mean letter to the agency, which I thought about doing, but wasn't the right thing, still wanted to continue with this, thought about crying and just saying, screw it, I'm done. But I took the high road. I threw it back into Photoshop, took about 2 minutes, edited out the possible, what they said were copyrights, threw it back up, and it was approved. All right, huge victory, right? Yay, they threw it back on. So from there, I thought, well, why am I not sharing this with you? I'm sure you've dealt with the rejection also. And today I'm gonna throw 2 minutes on a clock, and I'm going to show you how I fix this, so maybe it'll help you in your process as well. The first thing you want to do once you have it in Photoshop is to copy the background layer. We always want to keep the original layer as is, name it whatever you'd like. I just say background copy. Next thing we're going to do is select the patch tool. We're going to go over, select the bigger areas that look like they could have trademarks in them. Here you see the end of envy, see a couple blurred out possible logos. These are possible things that I may have been flagged for. You can go back over them a couple times to get the blend that you would like. Essentially, you just circle the area that you want to patch. Once it's circled, you move that over to another part of the image and it will copy over that texture to it, allowing you to essentially, like the name says, patch it and fill in the way you like. During the process, I know I'm showing just a few spots here, but I did do a little bit more to blend that matte that it's on to make it look a little bit more natural. But for the sake of the 2 minutes, I'm just gonna show some of the bigger areas. The next thing we do is I zoomed in, selected the lasso tool, and on the bottle there's some writing on the neck of it, and I took my time to go ahead and lasso around all of that, because that could be the possible reason that I was flagged for copyright infringement, trademark, whatever you'd like to call it. Once that's selected, you're going to go to Edit, Select Fill, Content Aware, and 100% opacity. And there you go. I threw it back in Lightroom, did some color correcting, and here's the final image. All right, if you enjoyed this episode, let me know in the comments down below. So that way I know if you'd like me to continue to do episodes like this. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the link below. You can also click here to see my latest income report and how the stock photography is going, or you can click here to see where the stock photography journey began. Thank you so much, and if it's worth doing for money.